Master horse racing with daily racing forms Formulator, now free for DRF Bets members. Sign up to get the best bonus in racing with a $250 deposit match, plus a $10 free bet and free Formulator past performances. Go to drf.com/bet to play like a pro today.
Dan Illman, Mike Beer, kicking off the $1 Pick 6 on Belmont Stakes Saturday with Grade 1 Stakes action. Race number 7 is the Ogden Phipps, some of the better fillies and mares in the country, going a 1-turn mile and a 16th. Let's take a look at this field, and you do have some of the better fillies and mares in the country here. Clairiere, winner of the Apple Blossom last time out. She kicks hard in the stretch.
She won this race last year. She did so with a super setup, though, a wicked fast pace in front of her, but she still ran well there, went on with, just several more good performances. As you mentioned, took the Apple Blossom last time. She's really good. She's the morning line favorite.
Let's throw up the Timeform US Pace Projector, because while there are some very talented fillies in this race, there really aren't a lot of burners. I personally think Played Hard's got to go. She's tactical. Yeah. She shows that she is a game once she makes the lead. I know Timeform US believes past the Champagne, stretching out slightly, can be close to the pace. Yeah. I think Played Hard's up front.
She can be, past the Champagne can be close to the pace. I don't think she's going to be on the lead in here, but I think she'll come forward in their search results. Don't see why they're not going to come out of there running and go forward. I agree with you. Played Hard is probably going to make the lead in here. The number 4, Secret Oath, is not a slow horse. She's way more tactical, but she's not slow. This pace could be solid, Dan.
Past the Champagne's been an in and outer for most of her career. Remember, she started off like she was going to be something good. She was second in the Ashland behind Malathot in only her 3rd lifetime start. Then a plethora of layoffs and injuries derailed her, and it looked like she was never going to get back to form. Well, she proved us me wrong last time out in the Grade 2 Ruffian. Local prep for the Ogden Phipps. We're watching that right now, going a 1-turn mile. Beautiful trip and ride from Fergal Lynch.
I mean, it's a perfect trip. It's against an inferior field as well, although the runner-up did come back with a really nice performance for Brad Cox. But I still feel like you have to like this performance from her, Dan. She looks good every step of the way. She wins this race for fun. And as you've already pointed out, it's not like that race came out of nowhere. This horse started out with tons of potential, and maybe she's going to finally start delivering.
She's 8-1 on the morning line. You mentioned Idiomatic, the horse that ran second in the Ruffian. That horse came back under triple-digit Beyer speed figure at Churchill last week. Search Results is the number 2. I personally thought she was best in last year's Ogden Phipps. She battled it out with Latruska, who might have been tailing off form at that time, but the pace was very hot. She put Latruska in the rearview mirror, and then a couple of very good closers came calling. She got her win in the Molly Pitcher. She ran fine in the Personal Ensign. I think Chad had her cranked last time out in the La Troyenne. She's had a good trip. The rail opened up. She shot on through. She wasn't good enough.
That's true. I still feel like you want to be at least a little bit lenient. I know Chad's great off of layoffs. This horse was off. It was her first start of the year, Dan. She did get a good trip. She kept right up close. She had every chance to win. Flattened out just a bit at the end. I still thought it was a great starting off point for her. I think what you have to like about her more than anything else, 1-turn, shorter races. This is what she wants. She loves Belmont Park. She's a Grade 1 winner here. She ran giant in this race last year.
And you mentioned her tactical speed, and because she doesn't have that sort of gaudy win record, she might be a fairly decent price on the board. A horse that's going to be a very decent price on the board is the number 3, Game Stunks, 50-1 on the morning line. Here's her last win. It's only a first-level allowance at Penn National. She got it done at odds on. This is a world different from a class standpoint, and they're hoping to get a piece.
Yeah, hoping to get a piece that's it's probably going to be out of their reach, however. Again, I don't know how you can make a case for her in here.
Secret Oath has done such good things for Mr. Lucas throughout her career. She won the Kentucky Oaks last year, and she's come back good, if not better, as a 4-year-old. She was very strong in the Azeri. Clairiere pipped her in the Apple Blossom last time out, and she tried so hard in the La Troyenne and just came up a little bit short.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I feel, 2 really narrow misses in her last 2 starts. I wonder if people are going to start maybe getting off her at this point. I'm with you, though. I think she's come back better this year. She was very impressive winning the Azeri. Her Apple Blossom was good, Dan. That pace was pretty fast, even though it was a short field, and she kept after it while Clairiere sat back at the end of that race and just came and nailed her at the wire. She ran really well last time. This horse got bounced around between horses in the first turn. She had to give away some position. Big run around the final turn. Did she hang a little bit at the end? I mean, maybe she did. I still thought it was a really good performance. I think she's going to like the 1-turn routing here.
I was going to say the same thing. She's never run at Belmont, but with her style, she has this explosive move on the turn. And I just think these wide sweeping turns at Belmont are tailor-made for Secret Oath. It's all about whether she gets the right setup, but she's as honest as the day is long. Played hard, is very underrated. Hard to imagine she's underrated. She's won what? 4 of her last 5 starts, including beating Secret Oath and Search Results. Last time out in the La Troyenne, her tactical speed is her greatest asset. She can get the jump on the true closers, and she showed a lot of heart in the lane.
Ran really well last time. I mean, it did really look like both Secret Oath and Search Results were going to get her at the end of that race, but she dug in and she held on, became a Grade 1 winner there. She has some other fast races on her card as well. She's very underrated, Dan. I wouldn't take her lightly in here.
Clarier won this race, as Mike mentioned, last year when she got a fast pace to rally into. Last time out, the Apple Blossom, a race we're going to show you again. The pace was solid. Joe Rosario saved ground pretty much right in the back of that compact field, got to the outside, ran down Secret Oath. 1 mile and a 16th is her best distance. She's good going further, but I think this is her trip.
Yeah, I think you might be right about that. Good stuff from her last time. She did get the right trip in that race overall, but she fired a good one and came and got Secret Oath at the end. She's obviously super dangerous in here. We'll just see, Dan. I mean, there are going to be some good fillies in front of her in this race, so she's going to have to show up and run one of her good ones if she's going to go back-to-back.
Let's take a look at our top selections. We're kicking off the $1 pick 6 on Belmont Stakes Saturday and the Ogden Phipps. Mike, where are you heading?
I'm going to take Secret Oath on top, Dan. I just feel like she might really appreciate this one-turn mile. I like all 3 of her starts so far this year. We'll see what kind of price she is. I was kind of torn between her and Search Results. I put Secret Oath on top.
I wish I had a stronger opinion in this race. I've liked Pass the Champagne as a horse throughout her career. She hasn't really panned out. The last race might be a sign that she's getting there, but she has to not only beat 1, but she's got to not only beat 2, not only 3. She's got to beat 4 top fillies and mares in here, which means I have to get at least 10 to 1, and I'm not sure I'm getting it.
Yeah, that will be the thing. I don't know how they're going to bet this race. I do think Clarier probably goes favored. Search Results might be, to me, Search Results might be the most interesting price in the race, even though she's not going to be a big one.
That's the one I'm also going to use in multiple race wagers. Pass the Champagne, maybe a little bit of a value play. I'm also going to use Search Results second off the layoff for Chad. The Ogden Phipps is usually a top race every single year, and we've got some of the better fillies and mares in the country on Saturday.